The city lay beneath a heavy, grimy sky as rain pattered steadily against the broken windows of an abandoned warehouse. Inside, a small group of 5 waited in tense silence, eyes darting through the dim light. Each was a master of their craft, united by a single goal, one last job that would set them free. Raphael, known on the streets as Rafe, was the brain behind the operation. Graceful and calculating, his mind always moved 3 steps ahead. His team trusted his plans because they worked. They had pulled off smaller heists before, but this was different. This was the big one. "We've got 8 hours before the vault opens," Raphael whispered to the team, unfolding a large blueprint of the National Bank. "It's all about timing. Guards change shifts at 9 p.m. sharp. After that, the vault will be open for exactly 47 minutes. 27 cameras with a 360-degree view, lasers inside the vault, and an armed security squad nearby. No room for mistakes." Elena, the agile lockpicker, cracked her knuckles. "I can get us through the security systems. The city grid is vulnerable on cyber nights like these." Her fingers danced over the laptop as she hacked rapidly, eyes glued to the blinking numbers and codes cascading down the screen. Next to her, Marco, the muscle, grunted. "Just point me at what needs breaking." He was tall and broad, muscles tight under his worn black jacket. His intimidating presence kept any stray suspicion at bay. Sophia, the driver, was already pacing near the van outside. "I'll keep the getaway route clear. Police response time in these conditions is slow, but not slow enough for errors. We'll have 20 minutes once we leave, no drama." Lastly, there was Leo, the inside man, a quiet bank employee whose nervous smile betrayed his guilt. "I'll open the vault from inside. No one suspects a clerk," he said cautiously. Raphael nodded. Everyone knows their role. "We do this clean and we walk away rich for life." The night deepened. Rain slicked the deserted streets like liquid glass. At 8:30 p.m., the team moved into position. Inside the bank, Leo mimicked his usual pace, greeting guards with a forced smile. When the clock struck 9, he discreetly punched in his master keycard and bypassed the biometric scanners. Elena's voice crackled softly in Raphael's earpiece. "Cameras are looping. You're covered." The vault door, a massive titanium slab, hissed as it began to slide open. Leo's heart pounded. Any hesitation would mean disaster. Marco moved in swiftly with a specialized drill, cracking the secondary lockboxes inside the vault. Within minutes, the team was filling bags with bundles of cash, stacks of bonds, and precious metals. The adrenaline was electric. Raphael's plan had worked perfectly. But just as the final bag filled, a sudden noise echoed through the vault corridor. A guard laid on his rounds. "Abort," Raphael hissed. Smoke grenades thrown, chaos exploded. Guards scrambled as the building filled with thick, choking smoke. The team darted through pre-planned escape tunnels beneath the bank, tunnels only Raphael knew existed. Emerging into the alley behind, they found Sophia waiting, engine purring. "Hurry," she barked, door open. 5 soaked and panting figures piled in. Sirens wailed in the distance, growing louder. Sophia floored the accelerator. The van skidded out onto the main road, weaving through traffic with expert precision. Police cars appeared behind them, flashing red and blue. Raphael looked back in the rearview mirror. "Diversion ready?" Elena pressed a button. Behind them, explosions rocked the city, drawing officers away. "Go, go, go," Raphael urged. For nearly an hour, a high-speed chase ensued through the chaotic streets. Corner after corner, policemen struggled to keep pace. Finally, Sophia screeched to a halt near the docks. The team scrambled into a waiting boat, where an old fisherman awaited with an engine ready. "Let's disappear," Raphael said, voice calm but resolute. As the city lights shrank behind them, the team finally allowed themselves to breathe. For the first time in years, they were free, rich beyond their wildest dreams. But Raphael's eyes remained watchful. A heist was never just about money. It was a game of trust, betrayal, and survival. And in this city, the last heist was only the beginning. The aftermath weeks later, headlines buzzed of the audacious heist, the biggest theft in the country's history. Police blamed gangs. The public speculated endlessly. Raphael, Elena, Marco, Sophia, and Leo vanished without a trace. They settled in a remote village by the sea, far from the flashing cameras and flashing sirens. Money was plentiful, but more precious was the bond forged in that night of fire and smoke. Raphael sat on the veranda, watching the sunset. The last heist had given him freedom, not just from the law, but from a life of always looking over his shoulder.